Hello friends, thank you for watching my previous videos. So in this video we are going to use loop, as I have mentioned before, with, as, and then for loop. There are two types of geospatial data. One is raster data and another is a vector data. So in vector data you will see point, line and polygon, but raster data are basically pixels. So each of the cell will represent a value. This is a very good representation of how it look like a point in vector and a point in raster. So if you just see the real world, a building, so in raster image it should be like the pixels, so the value. So this one is a building, the green one, and the red one is a road. So we are going to deal with these two type of dataset. I believe you guys already know this kind of stuff. It's just like to refresh the basic. So now we will go and we will use with and as. So I'm just commenting that one. So with as. I will upload this script to Google Drive and will share with all of you. Please just go through what I'm doing. With and as are basically used to make your code more readable. So like as an example, whenever you write something in a file, you need to open the file and then you have to close it. But whenever you use with and as, then you don't need to close a file. So this is the beauty of with and as. I want to show you one single example. Like I'm creating a variable file equals open, and I will open the directory that I have created, geospatial _ Python, and then check.txt. So what I'm telling, file is a variable and then open check.text, but I don't have any check.text, nothing here. If it is not present, then I need to write another command, which is w+. If you want to write something, you have to just put w. But if you want to create a file and then write something, then you have to put w+. So one more thing I forgot to mention, like everything you type as a string, it should be inside a quotation mark. So you see there's a quotation mark at the end and at the beginning as well. It should be also inside a quotation mark. It doesn't matter it's a double quotation or single. So I will keep it as it is. This line means, so open a text file named check if it is not present. So it will create a text file named check, and then I will type another line, file.write, and then I want to write geospatial analysis using Python, and then I need to close the file. So this is the way that I open a file. If it is not present, that I will write a file, and then inside that file I will write this line, and then I will close the file. So these are 3 lines. So I'm going to execute that one line by line. Go to this line at the end and then type F9. So now we can see file. So it's already text IO wrapper. So we have already run that one, and then we will go to our directory and we can see, okay, it's been created already, check, but it's nothing written here. So I will go back to my IDE and then I will run the second line, file.write, and then I will close the file. So what happened in your console, you can see it has written 31 elements. So if I just go to the directory and open the check file, you can see it's being written. So this is the way you can create a folder and then you create a file and can write inside the file. So this is the best part of Python. Now where is with and as? So what we can do, why should we use with and as? So now let's do the same script with and as. So first I will type with open, and then I will type, copy this part and then paste it here, and then I will write the same w+ as file colon, and then I'll press enter. So if you press enter, you will see there will be one line indented. So in Python, indentation is to make the script more readable, more logical. So I will definitely so be careful, like whenever you are writing something with a colon, if you're writing a function, even you write a loop, you should be very careful with your indentation. And then I will write file.write created with and as. I'm just saying like that, but we already have created that one. So before you create this one, I will go and I will delete the check file. So there is nothing anymore. just to avoid any kind of repetition, I will just put check with WA with as. So now we will what it will do, it will create a text file with check underscore WA, and then it will write that one inside that file created with an as loop. So just select the whole chunk, these two lines, like the way I have selected, and then click F9. The code executed properly, and if I just go here, yes, it's created, and you can see created with an as loop. Previously we have written 3 lines with and as. We have finished this one in 2 lines, and our code is much more readable than the previous one. So I will definitely recommend you to use with and as whenever possible. So before I proceed, I will select the whole chunk, and then I will click Ctrl 1. So if you just click Ctrl and 1, then it will commented the whole section. This is the way we can uncomment. So now I select the whole chunk once again and Ctrl 1, so it will uncomment. But I want it commented. I just click Ctrl plus 1. So the next one is for loop. For loop is a very powerful loop. You can iterate your items with for loop. So I will not go deep with for loop, but I will just give you a preliminary idea so that we can start programming and we can use our programming in geospatial analysis. So the basic target of this course is to make you prepare for geospatial programming. Though I do understand, like many of you don't have programming background. Trust me, I don't have a programming background as well, but I have developed myself. I can do my stuff with programming and can perform all the tasks in open source softwares. So the next part is for loop. So I will go and just a simple for loop. Maybe we can try just like a for. I is the iterator, and you can put anything. You can put I, Q, P, whatever you like. I'm just saying for I in range is a function, so I'm just putting a range. So you can see you can put the range and then start and stop. So I'm just saying, okay, 10. For I in range 10, colon, and then enter. So you see the indentation will come up automatically, and then I will say, okay, print I. So what it does mean, for the range of 0 to 10, if it is I, then print I. One more thing to remember, Python always start with index 0. I at first should be 0. So it should be from 0 to 9. 10 will not be included. So whenever you run that code, you will see from 0 to 9, like a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last element will be 9. So without wasting our time, we will select the block of this code, and then we will execute it with F9. So as I have told you, the index will start from 0 and end with 9. So this is the way we can create a with loop. We can create a for loop. This is the basic. So you can try it with a list, like maybe we can try with like a list A1 equals 1, 2, 3, and then geo, something like that. And then you can run for I in A1 print I. So what it will do, let me make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. So now what it will do, it will execute A1, and then it will come up with 2, 3, and geo. So it's saying A1 is not defined. So what I have to do, I have to run that one. Sorry for that. So go to A1 line and then F9, and then select the code block and then F9. So you can see what I have told you, like a 2, 3, and geo. So with for loop, we can iterate a number of elements. Like maybe you can just add a little bit more, like for I goes to 1, and else you can put else print nothing. If I just select that one and run it, it will run up to that one, and the elements will be ended. Then it will go to else, so you will see nothing. So this is the way you can put elif, else. These are pretty basic. Whenever we need those things, I will discuss those things. But at this moment, we have just discussed 2 essential loops that we are going to use. In the next video, I will use with loop to unzip a shapefile into one directory, or you can use with loop to unzip many of the shapefiles. So it's just like an example. but you can do it for thousands or millions of elements. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing.